Konnichiwa, welcome back to my channel. My name is Grape. So today we are doing Q&A. So a few weeks ago I actually asked you guys on my community tab if there's any questions that you want to know about me. You guys submitted some interesting questions. Thank you so much for everyone who actually did submit questions. I'm not going to be able to answer all the questions unfortunately, but for this video I think I picked 9 to 10 questions that I think would be interesting for me to answer. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So first question was, what's my MBTI type? Which I didn't know what it was, to be honest. I've heard of it, and I think I've watched Mina from Twice taking a test and coming up with the personality. So this is basically a questionnaire that you answer, and based on the answers they tell you what type of personality you are. And I don't think I've never taken it, so I actually took one for this video, and mine came out to be INTPT, which I'm like, what does it even mean? So I basically had to look it up, and I am a turbulent logician. They are likely to feel less satisfied with their lives than the average person, change their goals more often than their assertive cousins, and this can make these personalities more flexible problem solvers, though perhaps too flexible at times. I kind of agree and disagree. I don't necessarily feel less satisfied. I quite often set new goals to myself in my life, and I like to achieving them. So once I achieve it, I always need to come up with new goals. It's not like I'm bragging about, oh, I achieve my goals quite often. Like, those are the tiny goals I set for myself on my daily lives. I guess YouTube is one of the example. Like, I wanted to get better at editing the video. So I self-taught myself how to edit a video in the way that I want to edit my video. And I'm nowhere close to perfecting my editing skills, but I now know how to use the editing effects on my editing tool. So that was kind of a little accomplishment. And when I feel like I'm accomplished, I need to look for something else to be passionate about, and basically to make myself feel a little bit more satisfied with what I'm doing in my life. But it doesn't necessarily mean I feel less satisfied with my lives than the average person. And it actually said I changed my goals more often than their assertive cousins. Like I said, it's not like I'm changing it. Once I'm achieving the goals, I need to come up with new ones. Like, that's how I am. But I feel like in that way, in my life, like personally, I feel like I'm growing as a person. I'm not bragging about myself, but I'm just telling you this is how I function. So yes and no about this MBTI type. If any of you has the same type as me, please comment down below, because I kind of love to share this information now that I know my type. So this person actually also asked, why Grape? My name on my channel is Grape. I guess it's obvious, but it's not my real name. I mean, my name could be in Grape in real life. So what makes you think that Grape is not really my name? I mean, I'm Japanese, and yeah, there's no Japanese name named as Grape. Anyways, so the reason why my name is Grape is it's kind of rooting back to my background. My grandparents used to own a field and run farm to produce grapes, and my hometown in Japan is kind of known for good grapes and wines actually. So they used to run it, and it's just simply because of that. Without their field of grapes, I wouldn't be here, because they run the family with that business. Yeah. That's just like rooting back to my grandparents. So the next question is, out of all the groups I have watched for my reaction videos, which one's your favorite? And who's your bias in that group? So this is super difficult, because most of the time I do the reaction video to discover a new boy group. I always end up liking, all of them, to be honest, on my channel. So my reaction video started with Stray Kids, Astro, 80s, Big Bang, 17, CIX, ONEUS, and NCT. I don't know, it's difficult ones. For discography, because it's my recent favorite, and I find myself enjoying discovering new music by this group quite often recently. My current favorite, I have to say, is NCT, because it's really new for me. Like, if you asked me this question back in the summer last year, like, it would have been 100% Astro, because I was like, If you haven't, you should go watch my astro discovery journey because that's one of my favorite videos that I ever filmed on my channel. For NCT, I think my bias is Jeno, I think, as of now. I'm very intrigued with how charismatic Mark is, and I really enjoyed Child by Mark. It's been in my playlist and I do quite enjoy it. But then again, I really like Astro, so I do want to mention. Last year, I think I discovered Astro in August or September, around that time frame. And after that, I already purchased like 6 albums by them. 2 Switch On, 2 Gateway, 2 Jinjin and Raki. And you know, we have a Moonbin and Sana's album coming out in March. The collection is gonna get bigger and bigger. And I think a lot of you know, in Astro, my bias is clearly Jinjin. The next question, what was your work/job? Do you have other job besides the YouTube channel? YouTube isn't really my job. This is just my hobby. I just wanted to share my love for K-pop, and I actually do have 9 to 5 office job. I do marketing for a startup company, which I don't think sounds that interesting, so I'm not gonna go too deep into that. So I do have a job aside from my YouTube channel. Alright, so the next question. I think this was the most asked question this time. Who got you into K-pop? Or how did I originally get into K-pop? So I think the answer to this question is shownu from Monsta X. He got me into K-pop. But before I go into my Monbebe phase, little backstory. So when back in the day, tvxq came out with Mirotic or 21 with I Am the Best. I was kind of into those songs, but I was never really into the groups like I am now. I didn't stand anyone from each group. I was just like really liking those songs. So I was kind of listening to them on repeat. After that, it never really occurred to me to go discover more groups in the industry. So I really was not following any of the songs by, for example, SNSD or SHINee. And you guys know, even EXO, I didn't follow their debut. So I think up until 2017 or 2018, I wasn't really listening to any of K-pop songs. But then I don't know why, I really can't remember why, but I started to listen to Dramarama by Monsta X. I think YouTube randomly started to recommend me to listen to this. When I first watched Dramarama, I was like, I don't know, I was just shook. I was like so surprised how cool they are. And in one of their promotion stage performance, they had this like high-waisted suit outfits for the staging, and I thought that was very cool, so I even copied it. And I really couldn't stop watching all of their performances, and I was always sending links to the performance to my friends who were not even into K-pop and harassing them. You know, that's what we do. And then I had a brief Blink/ARMY moment where I couldn't stop listening to Stay by Blackpink or Fake Love by BTS, and I was really into those songs, and I was even watching all the contents by them as well. And I think it's around this time I made a friend in Tokyo who are so into K-pop. I thought I was quite a huge fan of K-pop, but this friend is like K-pop dictionary. He started to introduce me to all the good songs by girl group. For example, Luna, ohmygirl, Twice, Everglow, Wekimeki, and G-idol. Basically, all the groups. Me discovering about girl group a lot was my 2019 to 2020. So now I do listen to a lot of boy group, but back in the day I used to only listen to girl group, and I was never excited by boy group. But 2021, having a channel and starting to discover about boy group was a game changer in my life. I'm obsessed with all the groups I've reacted to: Astro, Stray Kids, 80s, Big Bang, 17, CIX, NCT. So it's been a journey, but that's how I started to get into K-pop. Is that answering your question? I hope it did. Alright, next question. Alright, so the next question is, what's your current favorite song? And I must say, my absolute favorite right now, like right this moment, is Lava Like Me by CL. I know it's been a while already since it came out, but I don't know, I just really like how it sounds. I love her voice, I love the music video, I love the live performance. It's just, everything is just perfect. So literally, I have this song on one repeat. Like, I'm only listening to this song now, nothing else. Okay, let me take a sip. So the next question was, do you have any K-pop group that you don't like? And my answer is Dreamcatcher. But hear me out. It's not so much of I don't like them. It's more so their music is not really my type of songs. Stage performance is not it for me. I feel like they often have a lot of backup dancers on the stage whenever they're doing the stage performance. And as a person who doesn't know how many members are there, I'm not familiar with all of their faces. It just gets so overwhelming when I'm watching it. And rock music has never been my kind of song. So it's just a lot of information all at once for me. And it just gets overwhelming sometimes. But then this is just my personal opinion. I do get their sound for the title track is very, very iconic and catchy. I do even remember their songs by Dreamcatcher. If you like that sound, I think it must be your favorite group of all time. But I'm just saying it's just not for me. So it's not so much of I don't like them. It's just like it's not really my type of song that I prefer to listen to. That's all. I really hope this comment doesn't come across as a negative thing. I'm just sharing my taste on music. And if you think my music taste is horrible based on that comment,
What are you gonna do about it?
We're reporting it.
Are you gonna arrest me? Are you gonna give me a ticket?
I mean, that's okay too. I don't think my music taste is amazing and I have the best music taste ever. Alright, so let's move on to the next question. Have you been living in Japan your whole life? The answer is no. So I am Japanese, born in Japan. I just had a little time away for university and also a bit of work after the graduation in Australia. So I've lived there for a while. And this person also asked me, how old are you? I've actually said my age in my previous live stream, so if you really want to know my age, you should go back and watch that live stream so you can find that out if you really want to know my age. I think my subscribers from day one knows my age, but I trust those subscribers wouldn't tell my age in the comment section. I really hope not. I have faith in you guys. Alright, I think this was the second most asked question. What was the first K-pop group that I liked? I mentioned about Toban Shinkin and 21, but it wasn't so much of the group that I liked. It was more of a song that I liked by them. So when it comes to the group, I really enjoyed Monsta X. I mean, I still do like them. I just don't follow every single move by them now. Okay, so the next question is, what type of music do you like? How often do you listen to K-pop? And what are your thoughts about NCT music? And I just wanted to share the screenshot of my playlist here. So basically, I listen to K-pop on a daily basis. But like I said, I listen to Lava Like Me by CL on repeat. I'm that kind of person. If I really like one song, I can keep on listening to this song non-stop. And in K-pop, there are just so many songs that I really like. So daily playlist is filled with K-pop. And my thoughts about NCT music. So I thought about this. I think NCT songs aren't really K-pop beginner friendly, to be honest. But I guess like once you get your head around their music and learn how to enjoy it, I think it becomes very addictive. At least that's what's happening with me right now. Oh, and also the initial question was, what type of music do I like? I do like bop. I do like upbeat song with a melancholic touch. Because I keep on saying I do like something mellow, something melancholic, people think that I really like ballads. But I'm not really into ballads. I think the good example of my favorite songs is, for example, Knock by Astro. I don't consider that as a ballad, but it has the hint of melancholic feel. And also I really like Hate That by Key featuring Taeyeon. And 100% it's not a dance tune, but I wouldn't even say that's a ballad either. And also another good example is What Is Love by Twice. The bridge, I think it just makes me so emotional. It's just such a good song as a whole. I really like it. And if I'm talking about melancholic bridge, I really want you guys to check out Love Bomb by Promise 9. It starts off very crazy pop song, like K-pop song, but when it goes to bridge, it just I just have goosebumps talking about it. I love that song. I love the sound of the bridge. It's just like, again, it sounds very melancholic. And I think NCT does this quite often as well. Like some of you guys mentioned in the comment section, their bridge is very good. And I do agree and think that they often do a little bit mellow, slower bridge with showcasing their vocal skills. When that kind of element is mixed with a good upbeat song, I really tend to like the song as a whole. I hope what I'm saying makes some sort of sense. And that actually wraps up my Q&A for the first time. And again, apologize if I didn't answer your questions that you put in. For this first ever Q&A question, I kind of wanted to stick around with K-pop related questions so you guys wouldn't know my music taste. Whenever you guys watch my reaction videos, you guys can tell, oh, this is Grape's kind of music. or you don't like this kind of music, you know. And I think that dynamic is very interesting. I really enjoyed going through all the questions, so thank you so much everyone who submitted any question. If there are any more questions that you want to ask me, you guys can ask me in the comment section. And if you enjoyed it, please put a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you haven't clicked on the bell button on my channel, please do so as well, so you don't miss any contents from me in the future. Alright, I think that's it for this Q&A video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Before I sign off, I wanted to say thank you for watching the video until the end. I hit 7,000 subscribers as of today, and I don't know, I'm just like so grateful for every single one of you guys. And yeah, just wanted to say thank you. So thank you. I appreciate you all. Hope you're having a wonderful day.